Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Coco. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining. And if you are returning or if you are one of my subscribers, thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. And we're just going to tap into the energy. I do want to say before I forget that for some reason, I keep getting the angel number 817. I'm not sure what that means exactly. But 817, if you feel like that number resonates with you, go ahead and look it up. And I'm going to go ahead and move from there. I've already shuffled the cards. I've already prayed, meditated, and all that good stuff. And cleansed as well. And we're going to go ahead and see what comes out in the tarot, okay? I hope everyone is doing well. Happy Friday. Oh, I want to get outside so bad. But I'm just like, what do I want to do? So here I am. I got out a little bit earlier and I felt like a little kid. I didn't want to come home, but it's all good. I have a long day tomorrow, so maybe it was meant for me to come and get some rest after I do my reading. So, all right, Spirit, give us the first card out. All right, collective. So we have the Magician here. So you could be someone very powerful. You could definitely be standing in your power. You could be very brave. You also could be someone who transmute energy very well. You can alchemize, which means whatever negative things that are thrown your way or whatever has come your way to defeat you, block you, or whatever the case is, you are able to rise above it, or you're able to look at it through a different lens, or change the energy as far as using it for your good. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so you could be someone very powerful. People look up to you. Also, you could be very abundant as well. You could be tapped into the universe. So you could be someone who, is very tapped into the 5D as well as the 3D. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? Oh, too many. Okay. So we have the 5 of Wands here. So there is some type of energy. This could be past energy, but something that could have tried to defeat you. I'm not sure if this is like a group or like some type of entity or something like that, but it could have been something very snakish, something very sneaky, conniving. I'm getting untrustworthy energy, and something that could have come with some type of defeat or conflict. Also, with the 5 of Wands on the board, that is definitely giving fire energy. So shout out to my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I love my Aries. Not saying I don't love the others, but I love my Aries. That's the sign I'm most familiar with. And that's my North Node. Ooh, so we have the 8 of Disc, which is the 8 of Pentacles. King and Queen of Swords. Ooh, okay. So with the Magician card, King and Queen of Swords, you know what I'm getting? You could be someone who put in a lot of hard work to defeat whatever this entity or this energy that came against you. With the King and Queen of Swords, now this could be you and someone else, but what I'm mainly getting is that you could have a strong balance between your masculine and feminine energy as well. And you could be cutthroat when necessary. Now, I'm not saying that this is you all day, every day, and every way with everyone. But you could be someone, you stand up for what you believe in and you use your logic over your emotion. And it could have taken a lot of work for you to get into that. That's what that 8 of Pentacles is there for. So, whatever you were dealing with, maybe they feel like you didn't have the ability to step into your power. Maybe they didn't know you were as magical as you are with the magician energy here on the board. You could have been underestimated. And then, oh, with the Five of Wands, with the snakes on the card, that also reminds me, you know how snakes can be sneaky and, you know, they meditate on their prey. Not saying that you've meditated in a way to defeat someone or to be conniving, but I'm getting that they didn't know that you had another side. So maybe someone looked at you like you weren't strong, or like, you know, you could be easy prey. So, you know, maybe you showed them otherwise. Let's see. Spirit, please clarify the magician energy. Oh, let's see. So we have the Strength card. Sorry for the echo because I can hear it. I'm not sure if you all can, but I can. The Nine of Swords. And the 10 of Disc in reverse. So with the Strength, the Nine of Swords, and the 10 of Disc, what I'm getting is that you had the strength and the courage to walk away from a situation that may have kept you bound with the Nine of Swords. This is something that could have affected you mentally. It could have had you stuck. It could have had you feeling like you were not going to be able to get out of a situation. I'm getting that mentally you could have felt, what's the word I'm looking for? Like very perplexed and puzzled. So you could have been stressed. You could have dealt with a lot of depression maybe. And with the 10 of Disc in reverse, that shows me that you could have walked away or broken up or disassociated with like some type of group or a family setting or people that you look at as family. Let's see. I'm going to clarify this Five of Wands to see exactly what this conflict or this negative energy was. Because whatever it was, it kept you stuck mentally. I don't have the Eight of Swords out here, but with the Nine of Swords, it shows me that it was very painful and it played a big part on you mentally. So we have the Hermit. So whatever this energy is, it led you to Hermit to go into introspection to figure out what you could do to get out of a situation. Also to introspect on how you can rise above it or what you can do to change it. So even if other people that were trying to defeat you or keep you down weren't going to change, you went in to figure out how you could get rid of this conflict or how you could remove yourself. So you receive some type of enlightenment. Let's see. I'm going to take another one. Spirit, please clarify the Hermit. The Temperance. Yes. So whatever you did when you went into Hermit, you came out balanced. And remember with the King and Queen of Swords and here, Temperance, I always, of course we know it's balanced, but I always get that you are grounded emotionally and logically. And with the King and Queen of Swords, that is your masculine and feminine energy is what I'm mainly getting. But, or what also could resonate is that, for example, say, I mean, we really don't go off of genders, but if this is two different energies, say you're the female and the male, or male and male, female, female, whatever the case is, you and this other person, maybe you finally match their energy. You know, maybe this person was cutthroat and felt like they could, you know, take you down and maybe you would never retaliate. And I don't mean retaliate like in a physical way by hurting someone, but I mean retaliate by disregarding them, walking away, removing yourself, or letting them know like, this ain't that. You know, you thought that I was soft. You thought I was just sweet, you know, but I have another side. I can take up for myself. I have strength. Don't get it twisted. Or don't think that because I don't acknowledge every single thing that someone does or says, or I don't always give the same energy that other people give me when it comes to being negative, that the wool is being, you know, over my eyes. It's being pulled over my eyes. Like, no, this That's not what I'm getting. I'm getting that you were definitely underestimated. That's the word. Yeah, I'm getting that you're underestimated. But yeah, you could be someone who's looked at as an angel. You are someone, like I said, you're very balanced. You pour into yourself, and maybe they thought that you weren't going to do that, or you weren't ever going to put yourself first. Maybe they thought that you were always going to pour into them because, like I said, with the 10 of disc in reverse, you removed yourself from some type of dynamic. Okay, Spirit, please clarify the 8 of disc. I like this tarot deck. I don't use it often, but I need to. This is a really good one. I got to find out who actually made it. I don't even know the name of it. So we have the Lovers, if you all can see that. Sorry if it's a glare. And then we have the 2 of Cups. So yeah, this could definitely be a union, a friendship, or like I said, this could be family. Take what resonates. But yeah, you put in a lot of hard work with these people. You put in a lot of love as well. You shared a very strong and powerful unity with them once upon a time. And it definitely could have been something with some type of emotional attachment. And I'm getting that when we or tied to things emotionally, it can be hard to break away. So I'm getting that's why they may have underestimated you, because they felt like you would never walk away, or you would never get a backbone, or you would never find that inner strength. They probably didn't even know it was there. You know, sometimes when you're always lighthearted, or when you're always loving and you never show that other side, people tend to think that it's absent, that you don't have it, that it doesn't exist until you have to show them. So yeah, yeah, you could have shared a strong bond. Like I said, you all probably did work well together once upon a time. But what I'm getting is that you all may have worked well because you did not stand your ground. You probably were not balanced in the past, or you just went along to get along. Okay, Spirit, please clarify the Queen of Swords. Why do we have the Queen of Swords here? Okay, so we have the 5 of disc, which would be the 5 of pentacles, the 5 of swords, and the Sun. Okay, so like I said, you use head over heart in a situation where you had to walk away and leave somebody out in the cold. There was a lot of conflict. Maybe that's why they may have underestimated you, because maybe you all had a dynamic where there was a lot of conflict, a lot of disagreements, and maybe they felt like you wouldn't be able to walk away. You know, maybe they felt like you will always just go back and forth. Or maybe they feel like you will always prove yourself. This is kind of similar to the last reading that I did. But yeah, with the Sun here, you finally got that clarity. Whatever you needed to do, you looked at it in a different lens. Remember, I said with the Magician energy, you took that negative energy and you rose above it. So yeah, you were probably very loving once upon a time and always put that first. But you became logical. You basically became logical like they did. Whoever you were dealing with, they probably were not lighthearted. They probably were always head over heart and probably only thought about them. So you probably, you know, had the nerve to say, no, we're not going to operate like that. If you choose to operate like that, then I'm going to have to give you the same energy. Not that I even want to, but I have to show you that you're not going to take advantage of me. You're not going to leave me out in the cold or mistreat me or put me in situations where I always have to defend myself because you're not doing it or you're not being supportive. So I don't know exactly what the conflict was per se, But yeah, you could have always felt defeated when it came to this person. You know, another message I'm getting that there could have been competition with the King and Queen of Swords on the board. There could have been competition in this situation. So this person probably did not make you feel as if you all were in a partnership or in a loving unity with a family. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you all were building, you felt like you had to stand your own ground because this person was not acting as a partner. Spirit, please clarify the King of Swords. Okay, we have the Empress and the Hierophant. So yeah, you are someone who is very strong. With the Empress here, you could be very stable on your own, of course. You have your own empire. You run it. People look up to you. You're very fruitful and abundant. And like I said, too, you could be very in touch with your spiritual side as well as your logical side. So even if you're in your king or queen of swords energy, sorry, I butchered that, but you're still loving. You're not always cutthroat or always having to go against the grain. And in most situations you may, because you're not conforming anymore, or you're not letting anybody control a situation where you always have to, like I said, prove yourself. Again, you are very balanced with this Temperance energy. And then with the Hierophant here, you could be a leader. You could be someone who is helping other people, maybe with the same situation that you could be dealing with. So they look up to you. You could also give them different tokens or keys of knowledge in life. Everything that you speak of comes from experience. So it may not necessarily be something that they could go to a library and look up or even Google per se. I mean, I'm not saying like your life is just so out of this world that they can't look up anything. But for the most part, what I'm getting is that the knowledge that you are instilling in them is strictly from your experience. And you can be very, like I said, enlightened. You can be a spiritual guide as well. Let me see what else I have. So, Spirit, give us info on how the other person is feeling when it comes to my collective, or what is the outcome for my collective at this time. I'm getting that this is mainly past energy. Any messages from this deck, Spirit? Okay. So we have replan breakup. Yeah. They thought that you would never walk away. You would never get tired. You would never use your logic. I don't have the Eight of Cups here, but clearly replan the breakup, mental loops, guilt, over analysis. So this person probably regrets that they were in competition with you instead of viewing you as someone, as a partner, with the Two of Cups energy here. And the Lover's card. Yeah, you all were in a partnership. So now they're having replays on where they messed up and how they've lost you. Then we have can't sleep, might spiral, overthinking, emotional overload. Yeah, so now they're stuck in their head trying to figure out, you know, like, dang, I really am a messed up individual. Like, I really messed up a good thing. I always thought that I would have this person by my side. I always thought we would be locked in. But you chose otherwise. You showed them and proved to them that no, we're not doing that. If I don't feel wanted, if I feel like you're always going to come against me, then I have to do what's best. Pretending to like people, masking people pleasing, exhaustion. Yeah, this person was pretending to be someone that they're not, or they were pretending to be a lover. But like I said, with that five of the Five of Wands energy, remember I was saying, like, very snakish, very sneaky energy. This is somebody who, maybe they were with you because of what you did for them or how you made them feel. So they weren't genuine. This also could be random message, but I am getting, this could be someone who always wears shades, or they could be shady. Oh, I almost dropped every last card. OMG. Sorry, y'all. Okay, now I'm going to pull from my favorite deck. One of my new oracles. I've played around with this off camera. I don't think I've used it on the channel yet. But let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm already clumsy, but my hands are a little slick because my hands get dry. I wash them a million times a day. And I use some baby oil gel, and I think I'm a little heavy on it. So your girl gotta get it together. But Spirit, we're gonna go ahead and get some messages from this true emotional deck. Let's see here if we can get some added messages with this union and why it fell apart. Let's see what comes out. That's why we had a king and queen out here. So we have not happy. Now, this could be two ways. This person is more than likely not happy because they lost you. You could have also not have been happy when you were dealing with them because, like I said, they made you feel like you were competition, like they had to come against you instead of working with you. We also have twin flames. So with the king and queen on the board of swords, that shows me right there that you all may have had a very strong or spiritual dynamic. And I know those are hard to break away from. Like I said earlier, when you have an emotional attachment to someone, it's not always easy to walk away. It takes a while sometimes. And if you're on that timeline, don't beat yourself up. If you really want to get out of it, you have to do the work. But been there, done that. I get it. It takes time. Then we have love child. Ooh. Now, I did get the sun on the board. Sometimes that represents pregnancy or child. So if that does resonate with you, take it. If not, throw it away. But it may, resonate for someone. And you all could be looked at as a divine feminine. Yes, you could definitely be in your divine energy. With that magician energy on the board and the empress, that shows me that you're a divine feminine. Okay, ladies. I'm going to pull maybe a couple more, and then I have one more deck, and then I'm going to let you all go. I'm only at 22 minutes. Good. Oh, wait, look at that. Massive regret. Yeah, baby. Somebody losing sleep. I think I said that earlier. Somebody cannot sleep. See? Can't sleep. Mind spiraling. Massive regret. Look how he's holding his head. This man, he not having headaches. He having migraines. This is not a headache. That's a migraine. He look like he in pain. Like, oh, Lord, please help me. But yeah, they're in massive regret for how they treated you. I bet they'll know next time if they ever get a divine feminine or a divine masculine, because we are hard to come by. Once you lose us, that might be it. We are your one golden ticket. Once you lose us, it might be a wrap. We're not on every corner. Divine feminines and divine masculines are not on every corner. They are hard to find. We are hidden gems. So when you have us, you better hold on tight. Because if we slip through your fingers, and we do that work, and we know who we are, it's a wrap, baby. Better ask somebody. All right. One more, Spirit. One more. So we have, yeah, round and around, cycles, triggers, and lessons. So you went round and around with this person. Like I said, it can be hard to break away. You all had many cycles together. And then clearly it was an emotional attachment. With the water here. Water represents emotions. Cups in tarot represents emotions. This person may have triggered you. Like I said, they probably never thought that you would have had the strength to walk away. But you showed them different. You matched their energy with the king and queen. Let me show that again for those who probably didn't see it or whatever. But yeah, you matched their energy. And now they're wishing on a star that they never mess this up. Ooh-wee. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck, they were running. That's exactly why they lost you. Because they probably treated you like everybody else. If they've dealt with other people before you, they probably didn't look at you like a lucky charm, or they probably didn't look at you as someone, you know, very meaningful. So yeah, now they running. Or they were running. And I guess you said, you know what, baby, I'm not Forrest Gump. You can go ahead and keep running if you want to, but I'm going to stop right here. I'm not Forrest Gump. I'm just saying. If somebody want to keep running, baby, I ain't going to chase you. Go on and run. My girl Shira, for those who are not familiar with her, she's on YouTube. But Shira, she always say, don't chase them. And I'm referring to men because I'm a female. But don't chase them unless they have your purse. So if they running, let them run, boo. Shoot. Lace your shoes up for something more purposeful. It ain't chasing nobody. I'm going to tell you that. Take it from me. Don't chase them. If they want to run, let them go. Set them free. Don't hold nobody hostage. You can't make nobody be where they don't want to be. If they want to run, let them go. Because anybody that want to stay, they're going to stay by choice. If you have to force someone to stay with you, then you already know that's not your person. That's not a dynamic that's healthy. Because nothing that's done by force is authentic. If nothing comes out, I'm going to go to my other deck. Oh, I'm still under 30 minutes. Good job. Okay, the Bull of Strength. Masculine force, flame, resolute rules, leadership, dominance, control, power, command, and presence. So, didn't I say something about Aries? I think bulls are Aries. Yes. Shout out again to my Aries. Like I said, you all stepped into your bull energy. You could have had to let this person know, look, like my girl say, hey, Tay, I know you might not see me on YouTube, but she always say she's a Taurus. She always say, you mess with the, what she say? You mess with the bull, you get the horns. That's basically what y'all gave. Y'all horns to let them know, I'm commanding my power. I'm commanding my respect. You will not make me feel defeated or less than. Or you're not going to treat me like everybody else. Y'all got tired of that. And don't forget, angel number 817. I'm going to look it up too, since I didn't forget to mention it. Misleading mask, bogus, shade and true self. Remember I said there earlier with the card where the man had on the shades? That represents mask too. This person was shady. Somebody bogus. Total opposite of what they, claim to be. So in other words, you got the representative. You didn't get this person's authentic self. And you can date somebody and not know who they are. You can be in a relationship and not know who they are. People can pretend very well. So you gotta, use your discernment. Barred from entry, members only. So they are no longer welcome. What Chris Brown say? You on the outside of the club and you can't get in? Yeah, it's giving that. Yeah, members only. You are not invited. So what I got is they got an invitation to go elsewhere and exit your life. Any more spirit for my collective? And I might do an additional angel number from my cards, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Pity the fools who mocks the queen's grace. So in other words, this person, they didn't know any better. What I'm getting is that with you being a magician, that was the first card out. That set the tone for the reading, letting me know that you were powerful off the rip. You were powerful from the start. Before this person probably even knew what they were getting into, you were powerful. That's why they took advantage of that, because they thought that you would never walk away from them. But you had to show them, yes, I'm powerful. And yes, I have a heart, but I also have strength too. I love you enough to still, walk away. I love you enough to love you from a distance. But yeah, pity the fool. Yeah, they a fool for trying to mock you, trying to basically live in your shadow. If they were living with a mask, they were probably siphoning your energy. Because I'm still getting these messages while I'm talking to you all. They were siphoning your energy. When someone is wearing a mask and siphoning your energy, they are basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Portraying to be you, basically, in a sense, is what I'm getting. Oh, I didn't even see this card come out. Light and dark, secret waves of change, silent shadows. So what I'm getting is that you have a balance of your light and dark, which is logic and emotion, same thing. All right, Spirit, one more card for the collective. And we're going to see what angel number comes out. I'm only going to pull one, but if more than one comes out, I'll read it because I'll feel like it's meant to be for the collective. And of course, but it's all right. And I saw this number earlier on an apartment building, 222. And I'm going to read this real quick. Alignment, connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balanced life choices, compromise, commitment, trust. How do you move forward toward your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's picked. I think that's picked, P-I-Q-U-E-D, picked by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. So some of y'all could definitely be in alignment at this time. 222 could be relevant. Then we have 2020. I'm getting that the year 2020 could be significant. We have compassion, mercy, diplomacy, whatever. Potential, service, recovery, adaptability, renewal. It is confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct. But it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. That reminds me of my last reading that I told you all to do. Be you. Do what you're meant to do. Live in your purpose. Even if other people that you know don't agree, they're not aligned with it, that has nothing to do with you. For those that it resonates with, like I said, with this Empress energy and this Hierophant on the card or on the board, that shows me that you are somebody that has your own empower. You're very inspirational and you bring a lot of light to things. So yes, do what makes you happy. Don't go off what other people say. If it sits well in your soul, let it lead you. But I'm going to leave it there, you guys. I love you so, so much. I hope you all enjoyed the reading. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so that way each time I post, you all will get an alert. Also, please hype me up to keep me in the algorithm. And until then, I will see you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my Asian food that I have tonight. I have some good old ramen. And yeah, that's about it. So you guys enjoy, and I love you so, so much. Until then, it's Empress Coco. Ciao.